Gonna need you to get loud for this one.
Detonate! Detonate! It says detonate, not denote!
Fighting out of the white corner at 5'6", weighing 135 pounds, Andrea Botez!
On the shoulders of her sister.
Yep.
Walking after the ring.
That's
like
right.
Andrea, the other half of Botez Live, supporting her sister on her walkout. Down she goes, and hype as ever coming into the ring is Andrea.
And she's feeling confident going into this. That's not only her sister, it's her dad in the background having a great time. The Botez family has showed up in full force. The Canadians showing their Canadian colors here today with this dance. And I'm sure they're hyped going into one of the most anticipated matchups of the night. Let's hear it for them too.
Oh, it's a family affair up in here. And I love the energy that they all brought, dancing together. That's a memory they'll never forget. But here we go, coming into the other fighter.
And her opponent, fighting out of the black corner at 5'5", weighing 125 pounds, Dina!
Dina Belenkaya has a sharp tongue, has been talking trash to all of the competitors today, and Andrea, most importantly, looking fierce. The Jabberwockies making a return.
Yeah, the Jabberwockies are back for Dina Bad Bishop Belenkaya. She's making her way slow, serious, intense to the ring.
Which one do you like more? You like the goofy walkout that Botez did, or you like this one?
This one's chilling, man.
Yeah.
And you can see that half Russian in her, that dead stare. She is ready for anything that comes.
Yeah, I think the walkouts definitely fit the personalities, but I want to hear from the people in this fucking arena. Use your phones, but also use your voices. If you think the match will be won by Andrea, let me hear it. But if you think it's the Russian Dina, let's hear your voices. Close, close. QR code on screen, they'll vote, and we'll have a prediction pulled up here. 54% in favor of Andrea. Now, if we're just talking about raw chess ability, our opening round, it's clearly the biggest gap of the night. Talk to me about it, Levy.
Yes, it is. It is in slow chess in particular, but also in speed chess as well. But they have played against each other online quite a bit, and Andrea has won some of those games.
As recently as 2 weeks ago, they did a mock match on Twitch, and there were 2 games that Andrea bested Dina after doing calisthenics. And I want to talk about that calisthenics part for just a second. When you get your heart rate up, when you get adrenaline in your system, you're using a different part of your brain, a primal part of your brain, that monkey mind, that reptile part, that isn't good at pattern recognition, visualization, or strategic thought. So even if you're way better in chess, if you're using the wrong part of your brain that's used to playing chess, you can make a mistake that you don't usually make. So we'll see how the boxing complicates, especially this matchup coming, we'll see in the first round regular chess, and then we'll see boxing. Let's see how they come back to the chessboard after that.
And of course, we got the tail of the tape here. The biggest thing to note, the weight differential. So Andrea had to come up a couple of pounds here, come down a couple of pounds, and Dina came up a couple of kilograms here. So there was a 15-pound difference at the peak, and they brought it down to within 10. But a big advantage, I think, 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's more mass, and you can generate more force with that if you know how to use that. So we'll see how much Andrea is trained, how much she can summon into each of her punches to make Dina feel it.
Yeah, but one thing the crowd has to know is that this fight did not exist about 30 days ago, maybe 20 days ago. True. Dina took this fight as a way of potentially getting in the best shape of her life, just like we've seen other competitors, potentially taking on a new challenge or thinking that she's going to put on a spectacle and dominate, the same way apparently Hugs hasn't boxed since a month ago. So I'm very curious to see what that's all going to be about. Andrea's been in shape. Like, she's does a lot of workouts.
Correct, but she also found out about the event at the same time. So this is not like a late added fighter.
Yes,
it was a late added card.
Correct.
It was started 6 weeks ago, in part by your efforts, which I'm very excited to have a women's card on this bout. I was trying for a long time to get one, and I couldn't be happier with the match that we're about to see today.
And here it goes, sitting down at the table is Dina and Andrea, getting the briefing from our head chess official from chess.com, Judith.
By the way, for folks at home, every single match is being live uploaded to my YouTube channel. So if you want to relive the moments, relive the TKOs, the 7-round insane fight with Overt Flow and Chris, those will all be available, as well as multiple language support for this live stream. Maybe you're throwing it up on the TV, Spanish-speaking household. Click that gear, and you can switch over with just a single button to French or Spanish. We have 4 great commentators holding it down in both of those languages. So go take a listen as we get ready to enter our first of possibly 7 rounds in our first chess round.
This is so tense.
Checking all the pieces, putting them right in the center of the square, eyeing each other. Oh my God,
Now
it's about to go down.
And the headphones are on, so I do just want to say that Andrea Botez is just like Amon Hambleton in the sense that she likes a comfort zone with the white pieces, queen's pawn out 2, and then the bishop out with the London. And we're about to find out what she's going to play, the handshake, and I think it's coming. And Dina actually thinks because she doesn't want to face it.
Yeah.
Bishop F4, another London system.
There's the London. I play the London myself when I chess box. It's a great way to get deep into boxing rounds. It's a safer kind of approach. It's not super aggressive. You can at least get to the mid-game, late game with this if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and by the way, this is a very offbeat way of playing. It's traditionally not good, but in a 5-minute game, it's completely fine. And wow, Black ultra aggressive, looking to capture that London bishop that came out recently. Yeah, Dina wants to imbalance the game as fast as possible and get Andrea out of a comfort zone. Andrea likes to make moves that are quick and natural and be in a space that she's seen before. She has never ever seen this before, which in chess means it's not that good actually, but you have to adapt on the fly, overcome, and play well.
Slight time advantage to Dina, thinking right now, makes a move, timer back on Andrea, still in equal position. That knight not taking the bishop, still looking right at it, ready to potentially trade.
And folks at home now, you can see, and in the arena, the digital board as well as the advantage on the right with that eval bar. It'll show you which opponent is in the lead right now, whether it's black or white, and that's powered by chess.com.
Yes, that's correct. We have a pawn advancement in the center. White is better, like I said, because of black's kind of offbeat approach here. But Dina is doing this deliberately because she can manage this position as the stronger chess player slightly better than her opponent, who now has a 30-second time disadvantage. And now the question will once again become, what role does the boxing play?
And there it is, trading off the bishop for the knight, having a high pawn deep into Andrea's territory. Let's see if Andrea can target that pawn and try to go up one.
Yeah, this is a very natural idea by white to potentially trade the pawn off and open up the rook.
Only 8 seconds left. Levy, do you see a clear advantage for either player?
No, only on time.
Okay.
This is a great start for Dina.
Okay, all right.
Great start because of the time advantage. Positional advantage pretty equal.
Yep.
And here we go. Headphones off, gloves on. We're about to see a round of boxing between Grandmaster Dina, Bad Bishop Belenkaya, and from Botez Live, Andrea Botez.
And let me tell you something right now. The red gloves have been a sign of good luck. Amon Hambleton wore red, and it was red in the I was going to say the octagon, in the ring. Not yet an octagon yet.
We'll add a few lines.
Yeah.
I think everyone's excited for this. The crowd just at the sound of the chess bell ending, probably with a lack of understanding what was happening. We're really excited to see these two punch each other in the face. So,
I mean, once you tell someone you're going to be a podcaster after I'm done with you, I mean, you gotta back it up.
There's a saying in the Smash community. It goes, talk shit, get hit. But it's easier because you hit each other with video game characters.
Yeah,
here's fists.
Yeah.
Quite literal. There are going to be some hits coming, whether or not you talk trash.
Taunt to get bodied.
That's right. So getting the last instruction from their coaches, making sure all the gear is tight, ready to go. Our official for this match is Martin Kamerling, chess boxer out of the Netherlands, competing in the last 2 World Championships. And as recently as 2 months ago in Paris, he'll be overseeing the boxing, giving the instruction in just a second.
I'm fucking excited for this, dude. I'm so pumped for this.
Dude, you can feel the tension in the air. Like this whole stadium, the packed out stadium, everyone is waiting for the next 30 seconds when that first punch lands. Oh my God.
Let's let the referee take it away for
instructions. All right, we went over the rules. We're gonna hit each other from here until we went over the rules. We're gonna hit each other from here until here. If I say break, take a step back. If I say stop, you stop. Touch hands if you want. We're gonna have a good clean fight. We're gonna go back to your corner. Touch hands, touch hands, touch hands.
They're
You want to touch hands?
They refuse to touch.
Okay, back to your corners.
Finally, they
back
do
to your
it.
corners.
Oh
back to your corners.
They're so laser focused they can't even hear the ref.
Judge, ready? Time ready?
Our first round of boxing.
Are you ready?
90 seconds.
Are you ready?
Ref's ready to call it.
Fight!
Here we go. First round underway. Dina and Andrea. Andrea coming out with a big jab, throws a big overhand right, a whiffs, and some punches landed to the temple for Andrea. Nice and busy with the jab is Dina, using her advantage.
A strong overhand right from Andrea.
A lot of early swings. Remember, both these competitors very new to the sport of boxing. A max of 6 weeks of experience.
Strong right hand lands for Dina right down the middle, timing her opponent as she opens.
Spinning
Did not turn around and windmill. That is not allowed.
What is this, UFC?
That was
It is an octagon, Levy.
Wow.
another jab.
Oh!
Big hook lands, lead hook for Andrea. One to the body.
Dina's
The
now
fatigue
wide open.
Starting to
She's
set in.
fatiguing,
A
yep.
jab snaps the head back at Dina.
Oh, I'm not seeing that broken nose coming out. How do you feel, Matt?
Still is Andrea. I see the gas tank of Dina going a little bit
30
slower.
seconds.
Andrea's super high energy.
Yeah, it seems like Andrea has not slowed down. Her stamina, one of her greatest traits, because before boxing, she was huge into fitness content, and she seems to have no signs of slowing down.
Yeah.
Good jab up the
Strong
middle by
jab.
Andrea. A big sweeping hook goes just wide.
15 seconds to go.
Low time.
Oh, it seems like Dina's just hoping for the 10 seconds to
yep,
wrap
yep.
up.
Right.
Oh!
And there it is. 10 seconds left. Final seconds of the round coming up. 3, 2, 1. Time. Surviving that boxing round is Dina. Clear advantage to Andrea. Not even breathing heavy as she goes back to her corner. Dina rested on the top rope, getting some water from her coach. Helmet is coming off. They're about to go back to the chessboard. Levy, what do you think is going to happen at the beginning of this round? Just looking at the body language of the two fighters.
This reminds me of the second Smash fight when you could see on the stool the exhaustion, the inability to
Kalindi
get
versus Fiction, where he was leaning over, trying to get some breath when he could.
Yes.
Andrea standing up straight. Here's a couple Star Force replays. You could see the hits connecting from Andrea. There was a lot.
And even if they didn't connect, just the impact against the gloves, right, Matt? The impact against the headgear. You just saw Dina backing up a lot. She is fatigued. She hasn't had enough time to get in shape.
That was that big combo, the jab, and that.
4-punch combination, all landed clean. Hooks and uppercuts. Inside fighter is Andrea. Really naturally moving inside the range of Dina. Dina has a nice jab, though. She landed that nice, quick popping jab, keeping Andrea at bay. But I would say more significant strikes were landed for the red corner for Andrea.
I mean, and just, again, the exhaustion of being in a boxing ring for 90 seconds. You've never done it. It's miserable. I did my first boxing lesson. He said, do jumping jacks for 60 seconds. I was out for 2 weeks after that. That was jumping jacks. So to see Andrea bouncing around still in her corner, and Dina lying on the top rope, I feel like it might impact the chess play when we head into our second round of chess.
And we're about to find out. Both ladies making their way back to the stools, back across the board from each other. Headphones are going on, earplugs are going in, and we're about to see another chess round between these two competitors.
Yeah, a very good start, I would say, for Dina. She needs an advantage somewhere, right? She doesn't have the advantage, not necessarily even in the boxing, but the fitness level. So queen to d2 played by Andrea. She's looking to win that pawn. Black needs to defend in the center. And she's definitely cerebral enough to, wow, counter-strike, by the way, ignoring the threat completely on this pawn and opening up a counterattack on the knight if the capture occurs, which it did not. There was an attack on white's king, so a very tense position. Dina has to step on the gas here, because if not, Andrea might end it in the next boxing round.
Yeah, and just talk to me about how deadlocked this position is. The London, known for being a bit boring, why?
Because of what you're seeing. It's very easy to play with the white pieces, just sort of make moves and you don't have to think a whole lot. And that's what Dina's avoiding. She's creating some insane confusion on the board here.
She's making it exciting. She's pulling Andrea out of her comfort zone. She might be opening up more than she normally would against an equally ranked opponent, but she's trying to drag Andrea into deep water, see if she can swim in the same way that Andrea is pushing the envelope in the boxing round, seeing if Dina can keep up.
And by the way, if you take this knight, I take this knight, and I've opened up an attack on this king. I mean, Dina's really trying to shred it open. This is the most kind of back and forth matchup I think we've had in chess versus the boxing segment.
And the crowd is hushed because there's clearly a big confidence in Dina
Oh, that's whoa, White Castle. Dina should have taken the knight, I think, but that move is also okay. She's got a massive build-up, and she has 30 seconds. I don't think that's enough time to land a fatal blow, but she's going to push her pawn forward. White's king is being ripped open.
Dina's playing so strong for somebody who we thought was exhausted.
But she's not hurt. I think she's exhausted, but she hasn't been rocked. That's the difference.
And it's different. A first round in chess, sometimes it wakes you up. Being able to move, getting hit, like it can actually improve your chess. But what we may see later in the round.
Andrea has half of Dina's time, by the way, nearly. And in 5 seconds, Dina's launching everything. I mean, Dina's very well could win this in the next chess round.
And there's the time. Dina with the last move, putting the clock back on Andrea. So when they come back, the time advantage is going to be ticking for Andrea. Helmet's going back on, gloves going back on, water going in the mouth, getting ready for another boxing round. And the Fansly Sky Table is about to be hoisted back up towards the ceiling.
Gentlemen, I am not exaggerating when I say that unless Dina gets seriously cracked in this round, and even if that is the case, if she makes it out of this boxing round, she might put the game away in the next 10 moves. She has a very powerful attack brewing. Both players know that. So what are we going to see here in the fisticuffs?
I think we're going to see a lot of aggression from Andrea. She has a red in her eyes. She's getting her gloves on, and Dina's getting psyched up, ready to survive this round and get into some shots of her own.
And as the table rises up and these competitors get ready to box, you guys can head over to Starforge on Twitter. They are giving away PCs that you can just have. You can have them if you go get them. Schlatt's begging for it, so go grab them. Starforge with the newest technology. They got 4080s, 4090s, and great PCs for new people or people who want to upgrade their stream setup, as 301,000 people are watching these two box it out in their second boxing round.
That's it. Call a friend. Call a friend, seriously. Let's get $500,000.
Levy, please. It took really hard to beat Dream's face reveal, all right? It took a lot to beat that face reveal.
Are you ready?
Oh, okay. The ref's calling it.
All right, ref, back to center, back to the corners, and
Are you
seconds out.
Time's ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear some noise for the beginning of the second boxing round.
Andrea bouncing on her toes.
Oh, Andrea's looking for a knockout, I feel as though.
100%.
She's looking for a big punch.
Dina nice and busy with a jab.
Oh!
Andrea, big overhand right. Lands.
Oh! Dina lands!
Oh!
Dina also lands!
Back in for the hooks.
Dina always on her back foot. Andrea constantly keeping up the pressure.
Getting same hugs kind of energy that Tyson back and forth. This bob and weave and peekaboo style. It's for Andrea working.
It's the tale of two sports.
Big counter punch landed for Dina right over the top.
Oh man, I think they're both getting a bit tired now.
Yeah.
A bit of a feeling.
Oh! Big overhead. Right. He says it. And there's a
wow. This is our
big
first
shot landed
of the match, standing count.
4,
and for all the pressure that
5,
Dina applied in
6,
chess, Andrea's
good?
applying in boxing.
You want to continue? Touch my hands. Walk forward. Go, fight.
Okay.
And here we go. We're back on the way. One stoppage and it.
Oh,
to Andrea.
right?
Another big grapple. Some big hooks land.
Could have been lethal. Dina really gassed. She's going to need to show some more defense, otherwise the ref might
Some
call
of these
something.
really dangerous shots are just barely missing Dina's helmet. I mean, like, one of those lands, we could see another stoppage here. And there's one. Dina's still keeping it together, still being busy with that jab, keeping her opponent away, intelligently defending. Good stuff.
She's got to keep the gloves up.
Good though. This is good, Jake.
Not that much
Big hook lands on the ear of Dina.
Dina's looking.
Pushing into the corner.
Oh!
Up against the ropes.
15 seconds left, Andrea.
Keep up the pressure. 10 seconds.
Oh!
And time. Woo! What a boxing round. Andrea relentless in her pursuit, landing big shots, especially that overhand right that earned the stoppage. What did you guys think of that round?
I saw some punches that, if landed, I don't think we would be talking about the match continuing. We would not be talking about chess. We'd be talking about our next card.
No, Andrea threw like her soul into some of those overhand rights, and they missed by inches, which just goes to show how impressive it was that Aman was connecting. Yeah. It's so hard to land a damn punch.
Absolutely. You talk about a game of inches. That was a game of millimeters. Some of those were like hitting the nose hair on Dina, but she survived the round to her credit, and she's going back to where she has an advantage on the board and on the clock. We're coming back to chess.
And we're taking a look at the Starforge replays. Dina seems to be struggling in the corner right now. We'll get to that in just a moment, but for now, taking a look at these shots that landed. Now, the first match is the reaction that I had to the last one. The first match, the first boxing portion, didn't impact Dina. She was sharp in chess. She was confident in chess. Yep. Now, it's even worse than last time.
I think it is, but I also feel as though it isn't. I hate to tell riddles.
Whoa,
and commentary.
whoa.
I actually think that like Dina's position plays itself in many ways.
Would you call it dubious?
No, I would call it that Andrea has to play a little bit of defense now, and Dina just has to step on the gas. Like every move has to be in 2 seconds because don't forget there is a match clock. So if Andrea gets to like a fatal amount of time on the clock, it's over in the next chess segment. It could be over now.
Yeah.
That's right. I really like the breathing of both fighters. Dina is consciously breathing, slow, deep breaths, trying to lower her heart rate and coming back to the board in a good way. Andrea, in great shape, has finished both boxing rounds with still some pep in her step. And here's the bell. Chess round is underway.
And the last time we saw this, a lopsided chessboard, as Andrea takes a moment there, she's sitting there very conscious of the fact that she might win the fight in the next boxing round.
Right, and she has the opportunity here to make a call. She has over 2 minutes on her clock. She could put it all on the final boxing round and play very slow in the chess, guaranteeing the final boxing round.
By the way, Dina has sacrificed the rook. Knight takes pawn is a fork of her king and her rook, but Dina is all in. She saw that coming. She did not make that mistake.
It's not an accident.
No, it was not an accident. She brought her queen. Look at Black's queen opposite White's king. That White king has nothing in front of it except pawns, which are about to be very brutally removed from the board.
So she's calculating, should I take this rook? Should I go up material?
By the way, guys,
or should I try to defend?
Black has 3 times the amount that on the clock that White has. It's 1:18 for Andrea as the attack is coming in. This
Dina's
is so close.
Quick to make her moves.
Oh my gosh, guys, there is
And
a
we're
plan to go
halfway
here
through the round
and
already.
here, and it's mate. I'm not sure White can stop that.
Wait, what?
Queen in for Black, and that's what she's doing. That's what I think Black might be winning. I think Black might be winning this game.
Okay. Andrea
Can
might
she
want to
find another
slow it
check?
down, then she might want to slow it down.
Oh, it's force mate! It's force mate! Black is completely winning. It's mate on the next move unless White sacrifices all of her pieces.
Which she might need to do at this stage, so hang on, 36
What
seconds.
piece does she have
Head
to
into the
sacrifice?
next boxing round.
The only thing she can do is give checks. She has to stall. If she's smart, she's gonna stall the clock out. Andrea cannot make any move.
She has to do a force check with her bishop.
Oh, that was smart. She took the pawn so
Okay,
the
she
knight.
sacrificed.
Wait, but Dina missed mate in
There's
one.
a check.
She can do
No.
another check. She might need to do this check here. Again,
Guys,
30 seconds on the
A
clock.
couple moves ago, when the knight took the pawn, knight takes pawn was mate.
Only 8 seconds. Are we going to see another boxing round, ladies
Yes,
and
we
gentlemen?
are. Yes, we are. Dina misses checkmate in one move.
Andrea,
Is she going to make a move?
Andrea.
There it is.
Oh my God.
Another boxing round. We're going to see them go at it
my
again.
God.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh my goodness.
The beauty of chess boxing, a move away. Andrea knows it all comes down to this.
She literally had mate because she had 2 checkmating ideas. Knight takes pawn is checkmate.
She literally.
She missed that. She missed it.
It was a smother mate.
Yes.
Chills all over my body. This is the beauty of chess
Wow.
boxing, ladies and gentlemen. One last shot, one opportunity for Andrea to end it this round. If not, we know checkmate's coming. What is she going to do with this shot?
This is as good as chess boxing gets. It's easily our best fight of the night. Can I hear it for Andrea and Dina?
Yo, I was like hoping and praying for fight of the night. It is delivering. Let's go. We got our 3rd and final boxing round, seconds out.
I cannot state this in any other way. If this boxing round ends, it's over. Like, Dina's winning. So that means Andrea wins by technical knockout or Dina wins by checkmate. Someone's getting finished.
Oh, this is definitely going to end this round. We're going to know who wins
90
at
seconds.
the end of this boxing round
90
if it goes that distance. Honestly, I can't sit down for this. why is everyone sitting down?
I'll
Sit
sit.
on your
Yeah,
feet.
okay.
Let's
I'm
go.
up. You got me.
Final round. Let's
The
go.
heart racing, 90 seconds for Andrea to prove what she can do in the ring. If she doesn't,
Are you ready?
all signs
Fight.
point to a loss in chess. Ref starts the round, 90 seconds on the clock, final boxing
Right
round.
into it.
What
No
do these
touch
do?
of gloves.
Wow.
Bobbing and weaving, getting in tight.
Dina back.
He didn't know that. There's that overhand right.
Overhand rights.
There's that overhand. Oh,
Clean
jab up
connect,
the middle.
clean connect.
Chasing her around the ring.
And
Dina
again-
stayed away, being smart, playing defense. But boom, left hook.
Oh,
The temple.
Our first count.
We got a standing
and
count.
2 in the fight now.
That's 2 in the fight, but it doesn't matter. She needs to get 3 in this round
Yep.
or a knockdown.
Right.
So 3 standing counts and the fight is called. Otherwise, the ref might call a TKO if he thinks Dina can't participate.
30 seconds down, 1 minute left. Back to the action.
30 seconds.
Another big right hand lands.
She has to defend herself. Dina has to prove
Yep.
that she can keep her gloves up to
Yep.
defend herself. Otherwise, the ref has to call it.
Yeah.
And she is intelligently defending. She's putting up her arms. She's preparing.
Oh, she throws a counter punch.
She does.
Oh!
Looking like she might collapse here, though.
There's another stoppage.
Just breaks it up.
No count, breaking it up, and they're back to it. Doesn't count.
40 seconds, 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Andrea has to make something happen. She's throwing swings out. Dina running around. She's got to be more gas than any other.
Oh, that's it.
There's a stun. No.
No. This is the second one, the third of the match. If she gets 3 stoppages in the fight, it's over. One more stoppage and it's done.
20 seconds to the side.
20 seconds, 18, 17.
It's on.
Andrea has to deliver the killing blow. Andrea, 10 seconds. Will she deliver the killing blow and win, or will she lose to checkmate?
Separate.
There's 5 seconds left.
5 seconds,
Oh
5
my God.
seconds.
And in the same way that Andrea waited out time. Oh, there's the bell. Dina waited out time, survived the round, and we're going back to chess.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, and the crowd is furious. Now, it is a good point, Matt, that you said. The same way Andrea stalled the chess, knowing that a checkmate was coming, Dina hugged, grappled. We've seen this in many fights, the Logan Paul fights of yore. She stalled out the boxing.
That's right. Using her advantage the same way that Andrea knew she was spent on the chessboard, Dina knew, if I can grapple, if I can make him separate us, if I can eat up some of this time, even with standing 8 counts, I can survive the round, I can get back to the board and finish this.
And let's just keep it a stack. This might be because she wasn't able to get one of the standing knockdowns in the first 2 rounds.
That's right.
If she got 4 total, which she got 3 of, 2 in that last fight, she would be a winner right now. We would not be playing the chess.
1 away, could not be closer.
Now, it's possible that Dina might not play as sharp. We already saw her with a couple of blunders.
No, it's over.
You think?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Levy.
We'll see. Hey, either way, I'll say Andrea's nose does not look broken. I don't think she's got to start her podcast yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think if anyone was going to start her podcast after those boxing rounds, it might be Dina. But she looks ready to continue this chess round. Both ladies making their way back over to the stools, ready to pick up the game where they left off.
You ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
You know when Joey had to get up, play 1 turn at Battle City?
Right.
When he was knocked out by Marek Ishtar? This is that. Dina has to show up to the board and make a move. That is literally
just
what's
make one move.
Yes. And they know it. Both players know it.
For people at home wondering if there's 3 stoppages, the ref a few different times stopped it. Matt, take this away.
Yeah, so it's only a stoppage when there is a stun and a standing 8 count. Some of those what looked like stoppages were grapples that needed to be separated and continued. So it's only a stoppage when there's damage that requires a standing 8 count.
And we are having the crowd boo. This is like Rocky.
Wow.
The Russian comes in, beats the North American hero, Andrea Botez. And it looks like she might deliver the checkmate blow that the crowd so desperately wants to not happen.
Yeah, this is tough. This is one of the things. Like, boxing is very primal, right? I mean, punches and kicks are very, very primal.
Taking
Sacrifices
every move
for
she
Bishop.
can, every move she can, a fighter to the end.
6 seconds, Andrea waiting out the clock. She knows what's about to happen.
And she resigns. She has resigned the game with checkmate incoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your winner by checkmate, Dina Bad Bishop Belenkaya. What a match coming down to the final seconds, both in chess and in boxing. 3 knockdowns scored, inches away from the final knockdown, and it didn't happen.
I need to watch Rocky tonight. That got me hyped. And
Dude, I don't need to watch Rocky for a decade. These have filled all of my needs when it comes to badass boxing.
And of course, we have some decisions that people think the ref called it too early. Some decisions where the ref didn't call it early enough.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, they're the trained professionals. They make the decisions. And of course, the checkmate, or I guess in this case, the checkmate that was about to happen, didn't get to happen because Dina wins by time.
By resignation.
Yes.
And time. I mean, it was all kind of
It was a move away from checkmate. She knew it was coming. She did the sportsmanly thing.
But it's absolutely worth a round of applause for Andrea Botez, who put up a hell of a fight. This was the most viewed fight in our best fight of the night. The women's card always delivers. It's always the most exciting, what I've seen in the influencer rings. And ever since I saw the Creator Clash the iDubbbz event. Yeah, like, come on.
Dude,
We're the best.
I'm sure their heads hurt. My head hurts from screaming. I don't know about you guys. But oh my God. What a freaking matchup. That was so much fun to watch.
All right, let's kick it over to Germa, who's going to make the announcement.
All right. Wow. That's all I can say right now is wow. That was an unbelievable contest. Let's decide. Let's show the winner first, right? Before we talk about what just actually happened. I think I almost had a heart attack. And your winner by checkmate, Dina. Now let's, Andrea, come on over here. Andrea. Boxing, absolutely phenomenal boxing. You knew you had the checkmate coming.
I tried to stall, but unfortunately, I thought this was a chess boxing match. It felt more like hide and seek.
Well, you put up a hell of a fight. Anything else you'd like to say before we turn it over to Dina?
Dina, the better chess player won. Congratulations.
Now, Dina, turn this way for me if you would. You knew you were potentially up against that boxing, trying to maybe do a little bit dodging and weaving. You knew you had the checkmate. Tell us about it.
So to be completely honest with you, I think I was subjective, and I knew that Andrea had a great cardio, and I knew she was training way harder than me in boxing, so I assumed her being a better boxer. And my goal was to show that I can also box. I trained every day ever since I got the invitation, and once again I esteemed her to be a better boxer, and my goal was to show the crowd that I can also box and obviously win on the chessboard. And yeah, it happened this way, and still can't believe.
I mean, you two put on an unbelievable show. Everybody was standing.
Sorry, I also want to thank my coach, Brandon, as well as Temple Noboral in Paris, the place where I used to box every day, as well as Immortal Game, my sponsor. Without you guys and your support, this wouldn't be possible. Thank you so much. And of course, huge thanks to my opponent, who actually really motivated me for this fight, and that has been an absolute pleasure to be fighting against you, Andrea.
This is yours. Your winner, Dina! Give it up, give it up, give it up. That was an unbelievable match.
Yeah,
for
Germa's
both
right.
of them.
It was. Best match of the night, and her two biggest cards are still yet to come.
Absolutely. We have two hype matchups. We might not see the same level of chess. In fact, there is absolutely no way we're going to see the same level of chess.
Well, Matt, actually, our next matchup is, and this is true, our lowest skill chess matchup of the night.
And the crowd is cheering for Andrea Botez. I don't think they're cheering for the
She did a final one of these. We have our lowest chess match of the night. They have a combined chess rating of 350, which is half of what you get when you sign up for chess.com.
Correct. And hold on a second. Even combined, they still might be the lowest ELO. Is anyone else below 350?
No. You could multiply it by 4, and I think they still don't get there. But it is also our biggest